Hello, everybody. It is Karina with Karina Loves to Plan, and thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet. I'm going to have a little bit of a chat with you today amidst all of the planner new releases that have been just abound in our community recently. So it's this time of year when many planner companies like Hobonichi or Sterling Inc. or all other companies that are releasing their planners for 2026. And it can lead to a lot of frenzy, a lot of confusion, and a little bit of panic. I'm just going to preface this video and say that I did not buy anything from Hobonichi this year. I feel like I've survived the planner release time as it is in September. And I know it's only when I'm filming this September 7th, and there's still probably lots of planner releases that are coming out. But I feel like with where I am in my planner journey right now, but also with what I've purchased and what I've looked at, I'm feeling really comfortable with what I've purchased so far. I guess I wanted to chat about that because I've seen a lot of different Reddit threads, different Facebook group discussions about all of the releases that are coming up, especially, and I mean, I didn't even look at all of the previews with Hobonichi, so I don't even know all the different covers that came out or anything like that. The only one that I really focused on was Sterling Inc. because I was very set on what I wanted for 2026, which was the passport planner and the booklets. I feel like having that, hyper focus on the passport booklets really helped me to avoid any other social media or any other advertisement that was going on out there for any other type of planner or any other company, because I had already done all of the hyper focusing on this one particular system that I feel would work for me. But also, I think what helped me is that one, again, avoiding all that social media, but two, I was also on vacation, so it really wasn't top of mind for me to look at all of the previews for Hobonichi. That out of sight, out of mind was really helpful in that not going into or buying something that I really don't need for next year. Saying that, last year when Hobonichi was releasing all of their 2025 planners, I had a different mindset. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to look at Hobonichi, see what's there. I don't think I'm going to buy anything because I'm pretty happy in my A5 planner. And then I saw the Purple Night Hobonichi Weeks and decided I'm going to buy that and find some way to make it fit into my system, which I even said to myself, it's not something that I recommend doing. But last year, it actually worked out really well. I ended up using that Hobonichi Weeks for most of 2025, and I really enjoyed that system. And then I tried out the Passport Planner, which is very uncharacteristic of me to switch planners in the middle of the year. I'm very much of the mindset of stick to one book, and I'm going to finish that book through and through. But this year, I thought, you know what, let's give myself a little bit of grace. Let's try something new. Let's experiment. And my friend Katie was very supportive of all of that experimentation. And I'm loving it. That experiment into the passport planner world helped me make my decision for 2026 pretty early on. And another note on that, it's September 7th that I'm filming this. And I know a lot of us planners like to have our systems ready to go by at least November 1st. So we still have a little bit of time. I feel like a lot of the frenzy that's happening right now is because one, we want to have our systems in place way before the year even starts. And two, I think we want that because we want to make sure that whatever we're going into 2026 or whatever we're going into the new year with, we want to at least have that in place and also any backups just in case things change. The whole journey of finding planner peace, or how I liken it is, I feel like when I look at other planner systems and think that would work so well for me, the phrase that is actually going through my mind is, I feel like that would change my life if I switched to this planner. If you agree with that and you have felt that, please let me know. But I think with the whole hobby of planners and planning and the decorating of our planners and journaling, there's a lot that goes into it that we have a lot put into making our planners work for us. how much we're investing into that, how much time we're investing into researching, how much money we're investing into this. It is a lot for us. I can absolutely understand the excitement and the frenzy and the panic. And I keep saying frenzy and panic because there is a lot of that, but I understand the excitement behind all of this because I feel that excitement too. It's so great to know that there is the potential to start something new in 2026 and to see how that could possibly work for us. I think one thing I'm noticing, and one thing a lot of other people noticing in the planner community as well, is the amount of consumerism that is happening, especially with Hobonichi, for example. Hobonichi is just one example, but purchasing all of the covers. These covers, I think somebody said, like, aren't these covers meant to be reusable? You can reuse these year on year. For some people, they buy one cover and that's all they're going to use forever. And some people really enjoy being able to choose a new cover every year. If that is what works for you and that's what brings you joy, then that is fantastic. But I also don't want people to feel like they have to buy things because other people have bought things. I don't want people to feel like they're not part of the planner community because they haven't bought X, Y, Z. At the end of the day, you have to buy or use, you don't even have to buy, but even if you use what you already have and it works for you, then that's fantastic. You are part of this community because you're a planner. It doesn't matter what you're using as long as you're planning. And even if you're just using a notebook and a pen, you are part of this community. You do not have to buy everything new. You do not have to show your latest haul, for example. It doesn't make you any less part of this community. And I feel like with social media, and I'm guilty of this too, but I feel like with social media and how information is presented to us now on a day to day basis, we're inundated with this information all the time. I feel like we also are competing with others and comparing ourselves to others and getting our haul out there in social media as fast as we can, because those videos of the Hobonichi hauls that get out first have the highest views because everybody wants to see those hauls. It's just this never ending cycle of I need to have it so that I can show it off. Am I actually going to use it? I don't know. For me personally, when it comes to planners and planner systems, what has worked for me over the years has changed. And I've completely accepted that. But I'm also the type of consumer that I only want to purchase what I'm actually going to use, because I've been in that stage where I've had multiple planners, many, many, many sticker books, way too many that it made me uncomfortable and gave me anxiety. And I don't ever want to be in that position again. So, all of that to say, in terms of like my planner update, I haven't purchased anything from Hobonichi. I'm going to probably look at a few of my friends' hauls and when they publish them on YouTube, because I love supporting my friends on YouTube, but it's also fun watching my friends unbox the things that they're excited about, and I love supporting them in that. But the general Hobonichi hauls I'll probably stay away from. And for me, if I do purchase anything from Hobonichi, it'll probably be like an A6 notebook. And that's it. I'll probably purchase it from Amazon because they still have them there and I have an Amazon gift card. But otherwise, in terms of planner systems, I've stuck to one purchase right now, which is Sterling Ink. I've purchased my Passport monthly booklet, the Passport weekly booklets, and I also purchased a Passport notebook booklet. So really sticking to the Passport. I haven't had to purchase anything else in terms of a journal because I'm still using my A5 multi-year journal, which is the A5 Planner Monkey Cone notebook. This journal is going to last me for 4 years in total. So 2025, 26, 27, 28. So I don't need to purchase a new one of those. My work planner is basically a notebook. So I don't need to purchase a new one because I'm barely a fifth or a tenth of the way through the notebook that I'm using now. And my pen and ink journal is probably the one that is still up in the air, but those can be notebooks. They can be a Hobonichi notebook, whether it's an A5 or an A6. And that one, I'm in no panic about buying because I know there's a lot of retailers that I could possibly purchase, like Amazon, for example. I could purchase the A5 notebooks or the A6 Hobonichi notebooks from, or I also have other options from smaller retailers, or not even retailers, but smaller shops like Sterling Ink or Planner Monkey Co. that I could purchase an A5 or an A6 notebook that I could use as my ink journal, and it would still have the Tomoe River paper. So I have different options, and I'm not going to buy them all now because I don't need to. I'm in a good position with where I'm at. At the end of the day, what am I trying to say with this video? I think really planner season is fun and exciting, and it can be overwhelming for a lot of people. And I just want you to know that I I do love planner season. I'm not at all saying that planner season is not something that you should partake in. I think it's something that if you are partaking or purchasing what you need to for next year, great. But don't let it stress you out. Don't let it give you so much anxiety because we still do have a little bit of time, and certain things that do get sold out for most places do get restock. For example, Catherine of Sterling Inc., they sold out of their complete planner really quickly, and she's already doing pre-orders. So she's really great to her customers that way. There's also a lot of different options as well. I know that it can be disappointing when something sells out, but Catherine's really, really great with her customers. So not to worry on that front. But again, it's also that thing of if we don't get a chance to buy what we really want, we feel like we're missing out. It's that FOMO again. It comes back to that FOMO of, am I really missing out because I didn't buy a specific cover that I really wanted? Some of us, that FOMO runs a little bit deeper than it does for others. I empathize and absolutely understand, but also know that while planners make up a huge part of our lives, it's not, not getting the specific cover is not going to change how you use your planner. So, some things to think about as well. How long have I been chatting now? A while. But let me know your thoughts below. I feel like the planner season brings a lot of ups and downs for many people, and I'm always so excited to see the planner systems that people decide to use for 2026, what's working for them, what's not working for them. And it's great to get insight into someone's way of thinking. That's why I love looking at planner system videos. So let me know your thoughts down below about this whole planner season. Did you survive the planner season? Did you purchase anything from Hobonichi, or have you not purchased anything yet? Let me know down below. All right. Let me know if you like these types of videos where I'm chatting in front of the camera here, because sometimes I have an idea for what I want to chat about for a video, and then I don't have an outline as to what I want to chat about. I just get in front of the camera and start talking. So if these are types of videos you like, let me know. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe. Thanks again, and have yourselves a great day. Oh, what am I even trying to say? What am I trying to say? We'll have to edit this out.